Die4 Radio, Mad 4, you know what I'm saying? The Mad 4 Report, you know what I'm saying? Looks like we got the man of the hour in the house already, you know what I'm saying? That's why I cut the song off earlier, so all y'all listeners out there, don't give me that shit, all right? Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, fellas? What's going on?
No, not much, man. Hey, man. Hey, I just want to say thank you for making the time, you know, to join us on Die4 Radio, man. I really appreciate
Hey, man,
that shit.
No problem, bro. I appreciate y'all having me, man, for real. Having me back for a second time.
Right. Oh, yeah, man. 'Cause, man, I mean, I've been a fan of yours since the Convicts, you know what I'm saying? I was in high school. I mean, not high school, in middle school when that album actually came out, which was in 91, if I'm not mistaken. That's
right.
I followed your career out through that, man. That's crazy.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I hope you was able to enjoy much of the music.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. That's like all that music from back in the days. That's all soundtracks to my life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right
all
on.
that stuff. So yeah, man. But man, I was gonna. Hey, what's been going on, man? What you been working on lately, man?
Oh man, so we've just been off in the studio, man, grinding on this new album. I got a new album that's dropping this summer. It's called OG Big Mike. So we've been looking forward to getting that ready and getting that out to the public. And you know, besides that, man, just steady performing, recording music, and living life.
That's right, man. And it's a beautiful thing to see. Like I said, pioneers and icons as yourself still doing it. You know what I mean? I really love seeing that shit. You know what I mean? It's like you setting an example that never stop doing something you love. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do it, make sure you go and do it for the long haul. And that's why I appreciate you for that, man.
Yeah, man. So I listen. This the only thing that I want to do. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep putting it down, bro. Long as I'm able to, I'm gonna keep putting it down. Keep giving the public this good music. You feel me? And I ain't gonna never let off the gas, man. I ain't gonna let off the gas. They gonna have to put me in a coffin for me to get to that point. But yeah, I'm just blessed, man. I'm thankful to be able to continue to keep doing this music, man, and getting it out there to the public. And I can't wait for this new album to drop, man. That OG Big Mike. Y'all got that new single I shot to y'all, man. It's called Armor. We've been pumping that one, getting everything ready in preparation for the album to drop. Got a bunch of features coming out on other guys' material that's dropping this summer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to running an awesome campaign this summer, man.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, we got the single. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play it for sure, and we're gonna be pumping that shit up from continue on for months to go. You know what I'm saying? To get that buzz going for you. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely gonna be holding you down and supporting you out here for sure, man. That's without a doubt. Now, questions I got for you. What made you want to get into hip hop?
Well, I was raised in music. My father is a musician. Many musicians and vocalists in my family. So I was brought up around music. Being from New Orleans, I always was going to express myself musically. I just didn't know how at the time, as a kid. But I guess when I heard I had heard other rap songs, but when I had heard Planet Rock, when I heard that one, that was the one that lit that spark in me. And I said, you know what? That's how I'm gonna express myself musically. But it didn't come right away. You know what I mean? It didn't come right away. Just the seed had been planted, and then later on, I start formulating my rhymes and putting everything together. But I grew up in music, man, so it was always in me. I was gonna always go that route.
That's dope as fuck. I could understand. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first heard hip hop as a kid, that shit just grabbed me by the balls, and I was just hooked. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Yeah. It's great. Now, who are your main influences, or what I like to tell every guest that we have on the show? Who are your top 5 MCs, if you have a list of that?
Let's see. I don't have a top 5. I just got a bunch of them that I like. But I mean, you know, 'cause I was able to absorb a lot of the early hip hop. You know what I mean? As well, you know, throughout the years and stuff. So, you know, my hip hop heroes, let's just put it like that. You know, we got LL, KRS-One, right? The Usual Suspects, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane,
Right.
you know, NWA, the Geto Boys, you know, that's just a few names. But I listen to a lot of music. I digested so much rap music, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So it's I'm heavily influenced by everything. I can't even remember all the people that I listened to, but it's a lot of people that wasn't like you know, real big names in the hip hop, but that I still absorbed their music. Like one of my favorites was Chill Rob G. I don't know if y'all remember Chill Rob G.
Yes.
Yeah. That was one of my favorites right there. But you know, Stetson Sonic. I mean, man, the list just goes on and on, man. You know, hip hop been good to me. It's been an awesome teaching tool for me. You know, and I just absorb all the greats, man. Everything that I've heard throughout the years and whatnot, I've just absorbed all of that. All of that makes me.
Yeah, man. Yep. It's crazy you brought that up. I haven't heard that name in a minute, but I know exactly what you're talking about. That's right there, man. Oh, shit. Right on. Now, how did you and T2 meet and do the Convicts?
Well, me and my brother 3-2, man, we actually met through the label. We actually met when I had came to the label. The label execs had introduced us to each other, you know, when they was placing us together, you know, pitching us the idea about the Convicts project. You know, and from the first time that we had met and stuff, man, and we was able to kick it and things like that, me and the brother hit it off real tough. You know, we became close, man, like brothers, and that's how it always been, man, since my brother had passed away. You know what I mean? But yeah, we was introduced by the label, man, but we became friends on our own.
So that album, so you were signed to Rap A Lot what year? 90 or 91?
Oh, golly. I want to say 90, like close to 91.
Yeah, man, I remember that year.
Yeah.
I remember that year that Rap A Lot was dropping a lot of stuff, like your stuff, The Terrorists, a bunch of stuff, a lot of artists that you don't really hear much about today. Like a bunch of stuff, man. And
yeah,
I
OG
remember
style.
a lot of that shit.
Yeah, OG style, Choice, Too Much Trouble, Gangsta Nip. You mentioned The Terrorists. Shit, man, we was dropping some music back then, man. It was a good time. It was a good time for us back then, man. For Houston, definitely.
Fuck yeah, because I remember in middle school, you know, I didn't really have much money, so the only way I could get tapes was to steal them most of the time. But every time I went, the Rap A Lot tapes, everything that came out Rap A Lot, man, I'd be eyeballing those motherfuckers, and I'd be like, okay, next week I'm going to come and steal this one, or I'm going to steal that one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was like, that was like, before Master P was dropping all, you know how Master P came out, he was flooding the market. I think that was pre-Master P. That's crazy.
Yeah, but, you know, Rap A Lot got a lot of history in the game, man, and Rap A Lot been responsible for holding the South down, you know, for a good while, man. When it was hard, we was having difficulty, you know what I'm saying, getting our records played certain places and things like that, you know, so, you know, Rap A Lot is definitely a part of Southern hip hop history, you know, hip hop history in general, you know, and I'm glad, I'm happy, you know, that I was able to play a part in that.
Yeah. Oh, You played a very vital part, my friend. That's without a doubt. Now, I heard there was rumors that you were supposed to originally be signed to Death Row. How true is that?
Yeah, well, after we dropped the Convicts record, that's when the situation with Death Row came about. The situation with Death Row. So we had actually we were living in Los Angeles. We had actually went down there. We had started recording on the Convict record to be released on Death Row, and after being down there for a few months or whatnot, that's when I got the call about the Geto Boy project. So I came back to do the Geto Boys project, and then after that, it led to me dropping my solo project, and we never did get back around to recording another Convicts record. Me and 3-2 would speak about it, but he had already embarked on his solo career, you know what I mean? So, we was like, well, maybe in the future sometime we'll get together and do it, but we never did have a chance to release that record on Death Row, but a lot of the music, I used some of the music on the Geto Boys album. I used some of the music on my Something Serious album. So we was doing a lot of writing. We was recording with DJ Unknown. He was a producer for Compton Most Wanted.
Yeah.
He happened to be part of the Death Row production team. We was recording with him, recording with Dre. So, we was working from the time we had got out there. We just didn't I came back to do the Geto Boys album, and that kind of put everything on hold. But we should have released that record though. Yeah.
So the material from Something Serious and the Geto Boys to Death Do Us Part, that's some of the material from when you were about to probably join Death Row?
Yeah. That's some of that material was material that was recorded for a Death Row release. Yeah.
Wow, that's some history right there, man. Talk about some crazy situations right there. Wow. Do you ever sit back and think about what would it have been like if we did sign a Death Row?
You think about that, right? But you know what I'm saying, you can't live with regrets. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. I think about it, and I'm thankful for the time that I was able to spend out there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, they was real good to us, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like family. They was real good to us, man. Big Suge, Dre, you know what I'm saying, Snoop, Warren, everybody, you know what I'm saying? We had an awesome time, man, while we was down there. And then even while I was recording the Geto Boys album, you know what I'm saying, I was still living down there, you know what I mean? Because it was always the plan that I was going to come back and record the solo album with Death Row. You feel me? But then things kind of went haywire at Death Row, so I decided to keep it at home. You know what I'm saying? It was a little too far away for me to be from home, you know what I'm saying, for things to be going haywire. And but I think about it often, you know what I'm saying? I think about the guys, and I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, run back into a lot of those guys, man, and hopefully we can pick up where we left off and, you know what I'm saying, get back on some music.
Right. Oh yeah, no doubt, man. That's definitely would be fucking awesome, dude, and on some real shit, man. Now that you mentioned the Geto Boys, Willie D leaves the group. Was there any pressure? Because people were like, were either having the label as you replacing him, or trying to fill in the shoes. Was there any pressure into into being involved in something like that?
It wasn't no pressure on my end. It was a lot of excitement. You know what I mean? I didn't look at it like I was replacing Willie D. Because Willie D, you know what I'm saying, he's accomplished in his own right, and it's kind of like a sports franchise, you know what I mean, right? Contracts talks don't work out with one player, that player moves on and whatnot, then they bring in another player. Now that player is not necessarily there to replace that player, you feel me? This is just a new player on the team, and a lot of people was trying to throw that around like, I replaced Willie D, and it just didn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? The way people was putting it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Will is cool, and it just seemed like, people kind of made it seem like it just came across like I was after his job or something. You dig what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing like that. You feel me? They called me. I got the call. I was happy where I was. you know what I'm saying, recording the record for Death Row or whatnot. You feel me? They hit me up, you know, and everybody was like, man, you know, everybody think that you should be the guy, you know what I mean, to come in and help us, you know, finish this, you know, do this new Geto Boy album. And then, like I said, it wasn't no pressure on my part, man. It was just a whole lot of excitement to be able to go back and play for the home team. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of excitement on my end, man, and it was an awesome experience for me. You know, I'm glad that I had the experience, and it, you know, it led to other doors being open for me.
Hey, man, I don't give a fuck what anyone says, man. You housed that motherfucking album, dude. When I heard your verse on Crooked Officer, man, I was like, woo, man. I used to record the fucking, the fucking Yo MTV Raps and the Rap Cities on VHS tapes. You know, I'd be going back and forth in the video, going to your part all the time. That was crazy shit, man. Yeah, you
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That was actually, I had recorded Mr. Officer for the Convicts release for Death Row. I had recorded it, but we didn't ever get a chance to finish it up, and I just brought the idea down there, you know what I'm saying, and you know, let the Geto Boys hear it or whatnot. And everybody was like, yeah, let's use it, you know. They thought it was a hot song. It was definitely for the times. It was speaking about some truth, you know, and we just went with it, man. And the rest is history.
Yeah, man, that's I love that shit, man. Like straight up, man, I love that shit. Now, the solo debut comes out, and that shit is fucking hot. It's at the time when it came out, it was doing fucking real well. People know who Big Mike is now. How was that compared to being in with the Geto Boys? Was there like, oh shit, this is like becoming more real? What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was definitely, you know what I'm saying, more spotlight, more responsibility. You know what I'm saying, being on my own, a larger workload. You know, but it was exciting, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time for me. You know what I'm saying? Getting out there, people being receptive to my music. You know, able to go out and tour on my own. You know, it was definitely an awesome time for me, bro. That's something serious. Did a lot of good things for me. I'm so thankful for that album.
Yeah, man. Cause you're talking about a time when the Source magazine used to give terrible ratings if you were from the South. A lot of rap stuff got bad ratings, and definitely the West Coast. When I was there, when I saw in the magazine they give the rating to your album, that's when I went and go and pick that motherfucker up, because I was shocked. Yeah. First of all, that they gave it that much credit and how much props for it, because the Source was really, they were on some biased shit back in the days. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad I was able to help kick that door down. You know what I mean, for the South. But like I say, man, you know, I have put a lot of time and effort into that Something Serious album. You know, shout out to all the producers that work with me on there. Mike Dean, you know, Joe, Mike B, Crazy C, myself. You know, it was just a good time, man. It was my first outing. I was super excited about it. You know, I worked hard on it, and you know, I was definitely happy with the result after it came out. You know. And it wound up being a Southern classic, man. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. I play all those records from time to time. I get into binge like that, so I'd be like, I'll be playing that shit like a whole month straight of nothing but rap stuff, or, you know, I'd be in moods like that all the time. Because I got such a big collection, so I'd be into that zone and shit. So that's why I love those records, man. Now, the Geto Boys, what if it comes back to the Geto Boys and they released the Resurrection? Did you want any parts of that album, or they didn't ask you to come back in, or what? Like, what was the ins and outs about that? Well, by the time, you know, I had already embarked on my solo career. Right. So things was going well for me on that end, and you know, I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, too much, you know, I was so into what I was doing, you know what I mean, the Big Mike thing. I wasn't really, you know, really pursuing, like, trying to get on another Geto Boy album. You feel me? And then they had reconciled with Will, you know, and I was just happy to, you know what I'm saying, to jump in when I was able to, you know, and it opened up the door for me to be able to do my solo thing.
But nah, I wasn't really tripping, bro. It wasn't my dream when I came to the label, you know what I'm saying, to be
right.
a permanent member of the Ghetto Boys, you feel me? It was about me doing Big Mike, but I got love for the Ghetto Boys, you know what I'm saying? If the opportunity was to arise for us to record together again in the future, the near future sometime, I'll be all for it. But that, they already had their thing going or whatnot. You feel me? They feel like they had a secure combination with Will, Bill, and Face. And that was what, they was already on that path. You feel me?
Right.
They was already on that path before I had even came in the picture, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, I was thankful for the opportunity. I used it, you know what I'm saying, to my advantage, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go in there with a half-hearted work ethic, you know what I mean? I went off in there just like it was a Big Mike record, man. I gave it 100%, you know what I'm saying, wherever I was at over the album. But them brothers had moved on and they went back to doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, and I was happy for them because I wasn't hurting at the time. You know what I'm saying, I was enjoying doing the Big Mike thing. Things were taking off for me lovely, so I wasn't really tripping, you know what I mean?
Because you were featured on soundtracks and compilations and shit during that time, man. So, yeah, your name was really out there. Your name was really out there.
Yeah, we was working, man. You know what I'm saying? I had placement on the Dangerous Mind soundtrack. I don't know if you remember this movie, Sunset Park. Yeah, with Real Perlman. The Panther soundtrack. The movie Ride, that soundtrack. Featured on other artists, 8Ball and MJG. South Central Cartel. I was working, man. You know what I'm saying? I was working. Things was going good for me. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really tripping. I wasn't hating on none of the moves that the Ghetto Boys was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy to see them continue to do their thing. I was doing my thing. Everything was all good.
Yeah, that was a good look for Rap-A-Lot, man. It really fucking was, man. Definitely. That's just facts. Now your second album comes out, and that motherfucker takes off, man. And that's another classic album. I'm not just saying that because I got you on the show. I mean, I really love that album. That shit, man, like, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it, but I remember when I bought the motherfucker, it was like, non-stop playing it. It's crazy time, but it took off.
Yeah, it was a good album, man. I enjoyed that one too. Things was a little bit different from me. You know what I'm saying? Because by that time, I had started having some money. You know what I mean? So my lifestyle was a little bit different and whatnot. But the hunger was still there. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I was growing as an artist. You know what I mean? So my music was steady, was evolving. My sound was evolving. I was gravitating to different sounding tracks. You know what I'm saying? Different topics or whatnot. But I'm just appreciative that the fans, you know what I'm saying, took the time to grow with me during that process. But Still Serious is definitely another Southern classic.
Oh, off top, like telling people, man, Okay, by this time we're gonna hit 2000. The last album on Rap-A-Lot, hard to hit. If I'm not mistaken, hard to hit.
Yeah, hard to hit.
It didn't do as well as the first two albums, and definitely the critics were, being critics. I like the album. Like I said, I'm a big Mike fan, so I'm just going off the top of that. But what do you think was the reason why it was getting that type of backlash?
Well, let me say this, man. At the time when I went in to record that album, I was having some problems with the label, contractual disputes. You know what I mean? So I really wasn't happy, right? And I wasn't in a good place. You know what I mean? Because like I say, me and the label was going back and forth, and things wasn't right. Things wasn't right during the recording of that album. So I had a lot of frustration in me at the time, a lot of anger due to the relationship, you know what I'm saying, the turning sour between me, you know what I'm saying, and the label. So it kind of came out in my music. I wasn't as focused as I should have been during the recording of that project, and I've apologized to my fans for that. You know what I'm saying, years ago. But yeah. So that's why time the critics, it came out and the critics got a hold of it. You dig what I'm saying? They could tell the obvious signs was there. I wasn't sounding like myself. A lot of my music was angry. You know what I mean? And it just sounded. The album didn't sound like an album that was thought out. It just sounded like a bunch of songs put together. And like I said, we was having disputes with the label. I bring songs in and we'll have one track under the vocals, and I give it to the label. They mixing it. When they give it back to me, the tracks had been changed. Guys that I had featured on the album, some of the guys was taken off. They had other guys that they were signing to the label that they had to put on the album. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things going on with that album. It was a lot of things going on with the album. The album didn't come out the way that I intended it. So, it was label interference, like I just mentioned. You feel me? And me not being as focused as I should have been, or I had been in the past, due to the contractual disputes that was going on. And I'm a real artist, man. I'm a real writer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever I'm going through, it comes out in my music because I'm an honest writer. You know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't hold back the emotion. You feel me? Of the moment. The emotion had came through, and but you live and you learn. Now I'm older. I can look back on my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And I should have just kept it professional all the way through and just blocked out everything. You know what I mean? But as a young man, you make your mistakes, right? And a lot of people can sit around and say, "Well, man, it was the label. The label was giving you trouble and all that." You know what I'm saying? That is the truth, right? But then I'm the kind of man, in order for me to better myself and to grow as a man, I got to look at what part did I do? What did I do wrong? And me not being focused and not able to block the distractions out and get to work on that music, you know what I'm saying? That really kind of held the album up. That's why the album I didn't shine like I wanted to on the record. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of confusion going on, man, at the time.
I heard with Yuckmouth, who rap a lot, whose last album on there, the same shit you just told me though. But I'm not saying that's what the rapper I be doing and shit or every other. I'm just saying same type of scenario that when it comes to the final project and the songs mixed differently and shit. I'm just going off of that. I just say that you brought that up.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, man. And then I'm gonna tell you the thing about it, right? It's like the labels want to get in the way, right? They sign the artist because of what the artist does, right? Then after a while, they want to dictate to the artist, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you need this track, or you should rap over this track, or you should have this person on there, or this person on there. And then it's not the artist's album no more, it's the label's album. You know what I'm saying? But then once the label put all this input in there, right, and then the record don't do what it's supposed to do or do what it was intended to do, right, the label never take none of the blame. All the blame falls on the artist. The artist didn't show up. You feel me? The artist didn't do this. The artist didn't do that. You feel me? But when it wasn't all the artist's fault. Because if the artist was free to be able to do what he wanted to do, we would have never had none of those problems. You feel me? And I just think it's unfair to the artist, man. You know what I'm saying? That the labels, you know what I'm saying, they making all these decisions for the artist. They get in the way of the artist with the music. You know what I'm saying? And then when the results are not what they expected, right? Then they make the artist the scapegoat. They throw all the blame on the artist when it wasn't the artist. 9 times out of 10, it ain't even the artist. 9 times out of 10, it's the label. You know what I mean? But artists been getting treated unfairly, man. You know what I'm saying, for a long time now. You know what I mean? But I love to see how the younger generation is taking back the power for themselves. You feel me? Especially taking advantage of technology now. You know what I mean? Where they could circumvent the labels. You know what I'm saying? To do a lot of stuff on their own right now. You know, and that's giving the artists back the power, man. You know what I mean? And that's where it needs to be. Hopefully, the music can follow the quality of the music. You dig what I'm saying? Because right now,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
there's some good music out there. I'm not gonna hate on it.
Oh, of course.
Because I listen to a lot of stuff, right? Because I'm a fan of music. I listen to a lot of music, not just hip hop. But the state of hip hop right now, man, everything is so repetitive. Everything sounds so much alike. The tracks, come on, you'll hear one song, you feel me? You sing a song, and you don't even much know that another song that came on because it sounds exactly like the first song that was played. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of that. But I understand a lot of these artists, you know what I'm saying, they're coming out for the first time, they're early in their career, and they got to grow. So time is the great equalizer. You feel me? We'll see who's real about it and who can stand that test of time, you know what I'm saying, in the long run. You know, but I'm not going to say all the music is bad. You know, some of it's good. I'm digging on some of it I'm not digging on. But, you know what I'm saying, I do appreciate artists continuing to further the advancement of the music. You know what I mean? Now, music going to change throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? It never stays the same, but we got to keep pushing, man, because this hip-hop is a blessing, man. It's really a blessing, I believe, from God, man, for the inner city. You know what I'm saying? So people in the inner city can have a way to be able to feed themselves and stuff like that. But we've messed around and given our power, feel me, to the labels. And that's what's really destroying the music, because these executives, man, you know what I'm saying, they signing a lot of this stuff that we consider weak, that we consider whack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just
and
having
they
that
pushing
conversation with my friend, and I told him this. The reason why the companies are doing that is because they want to destroy hip-hop for good, or finally take control of it to the point where nobody gives a fuck about it. That's my feeling on it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's something wicked going on. I do agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something going on, because the hip-hop culture is a powerful medium. Powerful.
Yes, it is.
Anytime you mention about, you know, people listen to you in Mexico, you feel me, in Japan, different places, right? It brings people together. It's the only culture that I've seen that brings people together from all different nationalities. You feel me? Man, you got Iranian B-boys. You know what I'm saying? You probably got Tibetan B-boys out there somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, and it crosses over barriers, man. It you know, nothing seems to hinder it. Even language barriers. You feel me? Even if we can't speak the same language, right, we can understand the culture. We can understand the walk, the dress. You feel me? The attitude. We can understand that. You know, and if you look at the different nationalities, and you look at the young generation, right? With the way they dressing and how they acting, you know what I'm saying? You would think they was from the U.S. You would think they spent some time in the hood. You feel me? That's what hip hop does, and I think you know what I'm saying. I think, you know, the powers that be know this, and like you say, they want to try to control it, right? They want to try to control it where they dictate what we say. They dictate to us what is able to come out to the public. You know what I mean? And that's a dangerous thing if we keep giving them our power. So we got to start educating some of these younger artists too, you know what I'm saying, about the history and the importance. You feel me? The importance of keeping our culture in our hands. See, they try to take it from the OGs, right? They try to exclude us from everything because they know they can't control us because we grown. You feel me? We grown men and women, right? So they know they can't really control us. But see, with the youngsters, you feel me? They could bait them in easily. You dig what I'm saying? Throw them a few dollars here and there. You dig what I'm saying? They'll go sign some stupid ass artists. You know what I'm saying? That's coming with some stupid ass shit. You can't even make out what they say. But they'll give them the money to entice the youth. To if you come out sounding stupid, if you stay on some stupid shit, you're going to get some money too. You feel me? And we all know money is the root, you know what I'm saying? The love of money is the root of all evil. Not money itself, but the love of money, what people will do for money. You feel me? People will stunt their growth just to have some money, you know. And, you know, so we have to be careful of that, man. We have to pay attention. We have to stay vigilant. We have to stay wise. You know what I'm saying? We have to stay discerning. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? And you know, and get back to what we do, man. Making good music, being reporters for the street. You know what I'm saying? For the world in general. You know what I mean? So you know, that's what we have to do, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta try to meet these younger artists where they're at right now. You know what I'm saying? And if they'll listen, you know what I'm saying, they'll learn something. You feel me? And take them further. They'll be getting power and control instead of just getting a check. You feel me? Because power and control go take you further places than a check would.
Oh yeah. I mean, you said it, man. I was having this discussion with somebody earlier about it. Because today XXL magazine, I just put out the cover how they would do every year, the freshman class. And you know, we were just discussing about that. But I was like, dude, they just want to control the music or make sure that the original heads that built this shit, they want to see that shit destroyed. And we can't let that shit happen. You can't. And you can look around the world. You look around the world, Europe, Russia, the Netherlands, Germany, England. They love hip hop more than that casual hip hop fan in the U.S.
Yeah, no doubt. They real hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? I had the opportunity to go to Japan and perform. You know what I'm saying? And they really love the hip hop culture. You feel me? I'm talking about
and they don't like that fucked up shit that we like out here. Like the young people playing, they don't like that shit out there. They really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta really love for the real essence.
And that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us first, right? That's how it is. You know, sometimes we form the ball right, but then other people get it. You know what I'm saying? They still holding on to the foundation of it. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. You know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, here in the States, man, we can get back on it, you know what I'm saying, and really have an appreciation and a love for the gift that we've been given, man, this gift of song, you know what I'm saying, this gift of culture, you know what I'm saying, because we man, you know, hip-hop can solve a lot of the world's problems, man. You know, people laugh at me when I say that, but, you know, a lot of just think of the younger generation, they grow up, they're going to be somebody, they're going to be in office somewhere, they're going to be, you know what I'm saying, running the planet, you feel me? And then they all got something in common. They all fans and submerged in the culture of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that could bring about, you know what I'm saying, that could bring about a lot, man. And then, you know, it's a lot of artists out there, bro. You know what I'm saying, that's really putting it down, you know, really, really love what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're really practitioners of the art. You know, and they really have something to say. They want to educate their people. They want to educate their fans. And the powers that be don't want this. They sure don't want this. No, they don't want that at all. Because if you remember back in the day, hip hop, we used to learn from hip hop. We would hear Public Enemy, KRS-One, and everybody, and they teaching. You know what I'm saying? And they telling us about history and things like that. We get more education from the hip hop than we was getting in school. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm a Mexican cat. I'm a Mexican cat, and I learned a lot from the hip hop culture. And black people, and just learning. It's like a universal language that I understand.
Exactly. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, but you know, like I say, man, we can keep pushing it, and God say the same, man. You know, we continue to keep our power in hand. We don't give too much of it away. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can, you know, repair some of the damage that has been done to the culture, you know, because, you know, in this day and age, man, you know, with the savage attitude that's out, man, people want to be savages. It's really like that. They don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about nothing, man. They'll get out there, they'll take that check, and they'll say whatever. You dig what I'm saying? They'll say whatever. They'll have your children following them straight to the gates of hell if they could. You feel me? So, you know, we got to take responsibility as individuals if we love this music so much, man. And then another thing, you know, I see a lot of guys that's well off in the industry. And, you know, I see them putting up their little Instagram posts and whatnot, you know, and they going live and shit, and they talking about, you know, the cooning and buffooning going on and the younger artists. But listen, they got all the money. They got labels. Puffy is the highest earning performer. Ain't he right now? I think I just seen that. You feel me?
I saw that.
You guys have the money and the power, got the labels to go out and sign an artist with substance instead of just putting out your post, talking about it. You feel me? See, that don't mean nothing to me because you're talking about it, but you have the power to go sign these artists and put these labels and put this music out, but you're not doing it. You dig what I'm saying? You're not doing it because a lot of them, man, you know what I'm saying, they bought too. You feel me? They bought too. They feel like, man, I put something out like this, the powers that be might shut them down. You never know. You dig what I'm saying? You never know. That's why I'm so thankful for the independent game right now.
Well, we know.
Yes, we know it's been done before, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that's how the devil gets you, bro. You know what I'm saying? He puts some things in your hand, give you some possessions, and then threaten to take them away from you. See, that's the thing. Feel me? A lot of guys crumble underneath that pressure. You feel me? Because they done accumulated so much, and they're like, man, I can't go back to where I was, and you got that way. You know what I'm saying? You done been caught in the snare. You know, you got that way. But I'm gonna keep pushing, man. I'm gonna keep putting it down. You know what I'm saying? For my fans, man. You know what I'm saying? For the culture out there, because I'm thankful for what God has given me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from them streets. You dig what I'm saying? But I ain't hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Not to turn around and give thanks to God for what He has done, man. You know what I'm saying? This hip hop is truly a blessing, man, for a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of kids that's graduating this year from high school that was raised on that hip hop money. You dig what I'm saying? It's a lot of kids that's in college right now that was raised off that hip hop money. You dig what I'm saying? So it's been a lot. It's been a blessing, man. And I just think that we need to be more responsible with it.
Amen. That's a fact, man. I'm loving this discussion right now, bro. It's like, it's a real shit, man. It's a real shit. Holy shit. But now you brought up that shit about the companies in control. You're not a rapper anymore, and you release Keep It Player and Rider Music Volume 1. Were those two independent labels, or did you press these up yourself?
Well, I had independent. I had distribution, but I was releasing it independently. You know what I'm saying? Press those things up myself, and you know, and those were like, you know what I'm saying, just something that, you know what I'm saying, to keep me busy. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm in the studio, that's my workout session. That's my training. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I enjoy putting those two projects out, man. You know, it was something to get my fans to chew on while I was steady evolving and getting ready for this, you know what I'm saying, this next project. But, you know, I'm up to speed now, bro. Yeah, like I said, I got this new album coming out this summer, OG Big Mike. Got the new single out right now for that album. It's called Armor, you know, and, man, I'm just looking forward to proceeding into the future, bro.
Hey, that's what we're here for, and that's why I'm glad that I do this show. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a fucking nickel. I'm actually paying money out of my pocket to do the show. Literally, I'm not doing it to get any money. I'm doing it because I love this fucking culture, this genre, whatever you want to call it. I just love hip-hop so much. And I do this, and I don't want it to go out. And I think that us as being older heads, that even if you're not a rapper or a DJ, we've got some type of responsibility to keep it going there if you call yourself a true hip-hop head. That's my feelings.
Most definitely. I mean, we can't complain about what we hearing on the radio. You know, you hear people say, man, it's the same artist all the time on the radio. You feel me? I'm 35 and older, man. You know what I'm saying? When is this gonna be? When, you know what I'm saying? When can I hear something on the radio that I could jam? You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of artists, man, that's out there that's still putting it down, like myself. You feel me? Yeah, they still putting it down, but you see the fans all the time. They hit me up all the time on my social media accounts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, gee, when you dropping again, man? The game needs you, man. We need you. This and that, man. We miss that music. You got to drop something, this and that, right? But when we drop it, right, y'all got to go out and support it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. They don't want to go get it. You feel me?
And
they don't want to go get it. I might be out and about at a show or something, and somebody might take a still of me. I might post a still, you know what I'm saying, a still shot or whatnot, right? I'm getting all kinds of likes, all kinds of views. You feel me? But then I turn around, I'm in the studio, I done recorded something hot. I say, you know what? I'm going to leak this for the public. You feel me? I leak the song, right? And it takes a while for people to get up on it. And I'm like, hold up. Y'all just finished sending me all these comments. Let me know how you want some new music.
That's a
and
fact.
I give you some music, and you gradually gravitating towards it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's very disappointing. That's why it's a lack of real music and music with substance out there. You feel me? Because they're not supporting it. You got to go out and support it. You feel me? I'm sure. Listen, man, I know. Listen, if you're a fan of something, you don't stop being a fan of it just because you get a little older. You dig what I'm saying? Just because you get a little older, you don't stop being a fan of it. You dig what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of cats, they not supporting it, man. And this artist that's dropping some good music. You dig what I'm saying?
And I had this
and the public
with
is getting
Cocaine.
cheated.
I had this discussion with Cocaine when we had him on the show like a month ago about it. It's people my age, because I'm almost 40. But people my age in the mid-30s, they talk all that shit, but I never, ever see them post up anything that they buy of the artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys complaining, I never see you guys go and support the fucking music. You say you're a fan of this artist. The artist is bringing you some fucking good music. How come you're not supporting it? To me, I hate that shit, and I blame a lot of people my age. And I think we should be leading by example by that because the youngsters see that. If the youngsters ain't seeing the older guys supporting the good shit, they're not going to know what good shit is either.
Yeah, they're not going to know what good shit is. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, back in the day, before we was old enough to even think about going by LP or a cassette, you know, we learned about music and what was good from our parents, from what was played around the house. You dig what I'm saying? What we heard them jamming at family functions, at cookouts. You dig what I'm saying? At gatherings, you know, and that's how we was able to have such a rich knowledge, you know what I'm saying, of music and what's good and what's not good. You know what I'm saying? And the youngsters not getting that because, you know what I'm saying, the older ones, the OGs, I ain't talking about elderly, you know, we not elderly around here, but I'm just saying, right, the OGs, They not going out supporting what's real. They not supporting that. They not putting the artists that depend on them. You think what I'm saying? They not holding them up. You feel me? They not holding us up, man. They just leaving us out there. You think what I'm saying? And it's making us look weak. You feel me? Like we don't have no following, knowing that we got a following because we wouldn't have been here so long if we didn't. You dig what I'm saying? And the fans just, you know, they got to go out and support it, man. They really got to go out and support it. If they don't support it, you're going to continue to get these labels dictating to you what you should listen to. You know what I mean? You ain't going to have no options. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely got to quit, you know what I'm saying, fucking around, and you got to go out there and you got to go support these artists, man, that's still putting it down. If you was a fan of that artist, like you say, if you're a fan of that artist, man, how are you really a fan if you're not supporting what they're doing? You dig what I'm saying? And a lot of these artists, they just want you to get the music. They'll be happy to give it away to you for free. You know what I'm saying? Because they just want the public. They just want the people to have the music. You know, and you know, we got to go out and support it, man. We got to go out and support it. You know what I'm saying? So that we can keep the balance in it. You feel me? we can keep the balance, and that's the thing, man. It's a lot of artists, man, that was doing their thing back in the 90s that's still making hot music. You feel me? I search for it. I'm online searching for it. You know what I mean? And they still making hot music, man. We just got to get out there and support them, man. And we got to help them promote. We got to let people know that it's out there.
I feel the same way you feel, man. This is crazy, man. It's great how much we think alike right now on that exact same topic, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, we're like running short of time now. I want to say thank you, man, for making the time of being on the show. Most definitely, man. It's been great to chop it up with an artist like yourself. It really is.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me. Shout outs to Lansky. You dig what I'm saying? To that brother, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Matter of fact, man, I'm on Die's. Die got a project coming out, man. I'm happy to say that I'm on that project, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all support that when it drops. Yeah. You know, I'm on NCH's new album that's dropping, Which Way Is West. I'm on that one. I'm on Yuckmouth's new album. You know, like I said, I got my new album dropping this summer. OG Big Mike, y'all be on the lookout for that. It's coming soon. You know, we got that new single out, Armor, right now. Y'all digest that. And man, yeah, I appreciate that, brother. But yeah, I thank y'all for having me on, man. And once the album drop, man, I would love to come back on, man, and we can discuss those new tracks.
Yeah, of course. Man, this is your home, Big Mike. This is your home. I want this to be one of your homes. Whenever you need, is this your phone number right here? I'm not going to give it up, but is this your phone number right here?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Lock that in. Yes. Okay, yes.
I'm going to text you. If you get a 951 area code number, that'd be me. I'm going to text you. That way you can just get direct to me, or I even give you my email. Just whatever you want to send me, or if you want to, like you say, you want to do a show just out of nowhere, I'll get that popping for you, my friend. Like nothing, man. It'd be an honor to do that for you, man. Serious shit.
Hey, I appreciate it, and I'm honored that you would do that for me, brother. Yeah, man, but yeah. We're gonna keep it pushing, bro. You feel me? So we're gonna keep getting this music. Y'all look out for that OG Big Mike. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back on the air to talk about it, you know what I mean, once it's released and whatnot. But yeah, like I say, man, I'm just thankful that I'm able to continue to do this music, you know what I'm saying, and be you know, with a relevant flow, man. You know, I think people gonna really enjoy the album when it drops. 15 cuts strong. You know, got some tremendously talented artists that assisted me on this project, and talented producers, you know what I'm saying, that assisted me on this project, man. And I think the fans are gonna really, really appreciate it. And I ain't just saying go fuck with my music because you done fucked with me in the past or whatnot. You dig what I'm saying? I just let my music speak for itself. I mean, you know, when it drops, you can go on iTunes or wherever you know copy your music at or whatnot, and you can go preview the music for yourself. You ain't just got to take my word for it. God been good to me, bro, and it's gonna show through my music. You feel me? OG Big Mike, man, y'all already know, from the Convicts to the Geto Boys. You dig? We're gonna keep putting it down, bro.
Fuck yeah, man. Now, can you let the fans know, the listeners know, where they can find you on social media? That way they can follow. And all your listeners, man, go cop that shit, man. Start supporting, man, please. Yeah, most definitely. The fans can get at me, man. They can find me on the gram, man, at OG Big Mike. That's on Instagram, at OG Big Mike. They can find me on Facebook at The Only Big Mike. You know, on Twitter, I Am Big Mike. You know, that's the only three that I'm rocking with right now, man. It's so much I can't keep up with everything. But yeah, y'all can get at me on the Instagram, man, at OG Big Mike. Get at me at on Facebook, man, at The Only Big Mike, and on Twitter at I Am Big Mike. You know, and also, man, if y'all trying to book the OG, feel me, to come to your city, come perform, or there's some artists out there, man, that would love to have the OG feature on one of their songs, man, y'all can contact me via email, message us at book ogbigmike@gmail.com. That's book ogbigmike@gmail.com for the performances, the song features, and other inquiries. Oh, I'm gonna start putting that for you as myself, So I'll remember to do that on the social media as well. So for all you aspiring MCs who want a dope feature from a pioneer like Big Mike, I'm gonna give you that shit, motherfuckers. For sure for that. Now, before you go, can I get a Die4 radio drop from you?
Already. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, when you're ready.
All right, check this out. This your OG Big Mike. You're checking out the Mad 4 Report on Die4 Radio.
Yes, sir. Hey, well, once again, brother, I really appreciated this conversation we had, man. Because I know we had you on before, like 2-3 years ago, but I didn't get a chance, because I was a co-host back then, but I didn't get a chance to speak to you during that episode. So I was finally got the chance to chop it up with you, and it was worth the wait, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I like I say, man, I thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to coming back, you know what I'm saying, and talk about this new music, you know what I'm saying, and more music in the future, man. But y'all keep doing what y'all doing, bro. I appreciate y'all guys, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. It takes cats like you know what I'm saying, to continue to further the culture or whatnot, and I'm really thankful for you guys, man, and the work that y'all doing.
Hey, man, it's like I say, we got a part to play, man. If you're in love and you're involved in this hip-hop shit, I'm just playing my part, you know what I mean? I have to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But, yeah,
well,
man,
right.
Thank y'all again, bro.
Well, you have a good night, you know what I'm saying? You know, have a blessed one, and we'll definitely be in touch with you. I'm going to text you later on, text you later on, I got my number and shit. That way you know you can get directly to me and shit whenever you need it. You know you need me, you know what I mean? I'll be here.
Right on. I appreciate it, bro. Let's do it.
Yes, so before we go, you want to introduce this single that you got right now before you go?
Yes, sir. Hey, check this out. This your boy Big Mike, man. This my new single, Armor, off the upcoming OG Big Mike, the album. Y'all enjoy.
All right, peace, brother. Speak to you soon.
Peace. One.
It's a God thing. It's a God thing.